Across Newcastle and the Hunter, 2NURFM 103.7. Our exercise physiologist joins us as he does each and every Wednesday. And g'day, Mark Goswell. Today, you are planning on being a pain in the neck.
Yes, a pain in the neck. This one's dedicated to my father, who will be out there listening. Good morning, Russell. How are you?
He can't answer you.
No, he can't. Good point. But he might actually ring me later and say, "Oh, why'd you talk about me? You're not very nice."
So, a particular type of neck pain, and as I've been learning over the last couple of years, if you've been coming in, it usually seems to be the theme is where you have a pain somewhere else. That's not where the problem originates. It's usually somewhere else, a bit further down the track.
That's right. It's usually something else. So a lot of times people will experience a symptom, but the symptoms actually derive from an issue further down the body or up the body, depending on what we're talking about. But today we'll talk about cervicogenic headaches, which is kind of those tension headaches that you experience within the neck. And a lot of these can come, particularly for the old boys, Dad, in thoracic tightness. So thoracic tightness is the spine part where your rib cage is attached to.
Okay, so what exactly are we experiencing with the pain, and what are we actually doing that's causing that problem?
Yeah, so a lot of it actually stemmed from around the COVID time. So we're getting a lot of people that are coming in now because they've been basically, changing their lifestyle and sitting on their butt and not getting out, not being active, and becoming, more and more lazy. And so what happens is you get a lot of tightnesses through that thoracic spine because you're sitting on your iPad and your social media that you were just talking about before.
True. Let's put my phone over there.
Put the phone away. And so
there
what happens is we get this tightness within the thoracic, and as we get older, we also, when our activity levels drop, we lose muscle function and strength. So our body will naturally go into a flexed position or a forward position. Now that tightens up that thoracic area, and when you get tight in the thoracic, it throws your head forward naturally. So if anyone's sitting at home, if you slouch forward, your head will naturally protract forward as well, which then causes tension up into the top of the neck.
Like I'm doing right now.
Exactly.
All right, so if that is resonating with anybody today, what are some of the things we go, hang on, I think I'm doing that. What do we do to get out of those habits so that hopefully we reduce those pains?
Yeah, obviously getting back into being more active, walking, get up around the house, do some gardening. But one of the things that you can do to minimise the tightness in the thoracic is get yourself a rolled up towel, so just a bath towel, and roll it up nice and tight, and basically place it across your lower back, across your mid back, just under your shoulder blades, and then just lay over it and just try to relax. Now, if you lay on it and the towel's too tight and it sort of takes your breath away, reduce the size of the towel, so sort of make it a lot smaller. But we want to be able to get it up to about the size of a foam roller. So if anyone's seen what foam rollers look like, they're quite large, and you should be able to bend all the way back over it.
All right, so you're basically just getting that part of the body to sort of go more into the position it should be because we've been going too much the other way.
Yeah, so trying to get it into extension and out of flexion so that we're actually opening up through the rib cage and releasing through the chest and the pecs. And that's a simplified version. There's obviously a lot more that we can do, but if you've got a lot of tightness, just trying to sit upright and actually get the muscles activated would be a good thing. But release that thoracic spine so that you're actually arching backwards over a roller or a rolling pin or a towel or a tea towel, just something that gets you into extension.
Knew I should have stolen one of those big 1 metre rulers from high school, put it down the back of the shirt. That just sort of put you up straight pretty quick.
that would help. But we could just get moving, start doing some exercise. And as I said, look, we've talked about it so many times, when you're getting symptoms and getting pain somewhere else and it's not being resolved by simplified activities, that's usually coming from something else. So that's where we come and create the magic and see if we can sort things out.
All right, well, hopefully we've created a little bit of magic this morning, getting rid of some of those headaches, the pains in the necks, all the rest of it. As always, a pleasure with our exercise physiologist, Mark Goswell. Have a great rest of the week.
I will, you too, and I'll see you next week.
2NURFM, a broadcast service of the University of Newcastle.